Students, today we are going to start our next topic, water resources. So water resources, how we have affected the water sources. Earlier we have studied about the land sources, how we have affected our activities has affected the land use. Now we will see about the water sources. So water sources, it is written, it dropped as a gentle rain from heaven, wrote Shakespeare. So Shakespeare is right, it dropped as a gentle rain from the heaven, but rain, the replenisher of fresh water, is not so gentle now. So as you all know, that rain we are getting, it is not so gentle in the sense, it is not that kind of pure. Atmospheric pollution is so high over industrial areas that the rainwater dissolves those chemicals and comes down as a acid rain. Means we are day by day increasing the pollution, all the pollution is increasing day by day. So what happens, it all the pollutant get attracted towards the atmosphere and it mixes up with the rain, and that comes down in the form of acid rain. The Rhine and the Ruhr Valley and almost industrial areas in Europe have acid rain. So this is the areas where we commonly notice the acid rain. You have already read how acid rain destroys vegetation, damages forest, kills fishes and poisons the water. So acid rain is very harmful. Another cause of worry is the release of the pollutant into water. Another cause of worry is the release of pollutant into water. As I have told you earlier also, all the pesticides, all the fertilizers, they all run off and find their way to get into the water bodies. So this happens why? Because we are over utilizing the pesticide, over using the fertilizer, pesticide and all in the crop fields. Fertilizers and pesticides find their way to rivers, and factory effluents and domestic sewage are often discharged into rivers untreated. Means all the waste are discharged from, whether it is from factory, whether it is from household, whether it is from anywhere else, it is simply discharged into the water bodies without being treated. Fisheries are getting affected, and from this fisheries are also getting affected. Marine life is very well affected. So oil spills affect hundreds of square kilometers of ocean water. An average of 6 lakh barrel of oil a year has been spilled accidentally from the ship in the past decade. So past decade में around 6 lakh barrels of oil they have been spilled in the last decade, because a small amount of mercury is enough to pollute the entire ponds of and lakes. इसमें जितने भी स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ मरकरी होती है वो पॉल्यूट कर देती है एंटायर पॉन्ड को और लेक को, जिससे क्या होती है, दे आर फिशेज एंड दे आर नॉट एबल टू ब्रीथ, दे आर नॉट एबल टू गेट द ऑक्सीजन. सो एट लास्ट व्हाट हैपन, दे डाई. Drawing the excess of groundwater on the irrigation is leading to rapid depletion of this source. Also, the groundwater depletion is the another problem. The climate of the Gujarat is not suitable for the water thirsty crop like rice and sugarcane. Means suppose you Gujarat is the area where less rainfall occurs, so there you cannot grow the food crops like sugarcane, rice, because they need more and more water, but groundwater is pumped up to grow these crops. But what they do, all the farmer take out the groundwater and they pump up the water into the fields so that they can grow rice and sugarcane. But even if it takes 5,000 liter to produce 1 kg of rice or 2,000 liter to grow a fodder for a cow to produce a liter of milk. Water used to be available earlier at a depth of 10 meter. Now borewells go deep down as 400 meter and still do not find the water. Earlier the water was present in Gujarat at 10 meter of depth, but now the bore well can go around 400 meter, but still they cannot find the depth, they cannot find the groundwater. The annual flooding of the Nile was very important to Egypt. जो इजिप्ट में नाइल रिवर जो है वो एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा होली रिवर मानी जाती है, एंड बिकॉज इट इज़ यूज फॉर द फार्मर एंड इट इज़ यूज बाय द अदर पर्पसेस ऑल्सो. So the flooding of the Nile river means there should be the water in the Nile river, but Egypt was once called the gift of the Nile, as the river annually replenished its fertile soil. Now to feed the increasing population, the Aswan Dam has been built. So जैसे जैसे इजिप्ट की पॉपुलेशन बढ़ती जा रही है, वहाँ पे एक असवान डैम बनाया गया टू feed all the people. As more water is needed for the irrigation, the dam now holds the silt back. But when we make a dam, what happens? All the silt, that is the mineral particles, that settles down and it is deposited in the dam. It does not go with the water. In Lake Nasser, The lake's storage capacity is lessened and Egypt gets no fertile silt. And इजिप्ट के पास इससे क्या हो जाता है, जब ब्लू डैम बन गया तो इजिप्ट में सिल्ट वहाँ पे मिलती नहीं उन्हें फर्टाइल. इट हैज़ ऑल्सो डिपेंड ऑन फर्टिलाइज़र. द सिल्ट रिड्यूसेस द इफेक्टिव हाइट ऑफ द डैम. दिस इन टर्न रिड्यूसेस द पावर जनरेशन. तो जिससे क्या होता है, पावर जनरेशन भी हमें नहीं मिल पाती क्योंकि उसकी डैम की हाइट क्या है, कम है. टू मीट वाटर शॉर्टेजेस और टू बैलेंस अवर फ्लड इन वन एरिया एंड ड्रॉट एल्सवेयर in India, that would be really altering the environment. So अगर हमें अपनी वाटर शॉर्टेजेस को और बैलेंस करना पड़ेगा तो फ्लड्स इन वन एरिया एंड ड्रॉट एल्सवेयर. देयर आर प्रपोजल्स नाउ टू लिंक मेजर रिवर्स इन इंडिया that would be really altering the environment. Now we have to link the major rivers in India to one another so that we can get back to the water supply. So we will keep it till here. Thank you, students.